Hello. Now, I'm sure some of you might know what this is. Other of you, I'm almost positive you have no clue. Fantastic. Well, Flankcaster is an Australian brony podcast aimed to outline and highlight and showcase Australian work and individual artists, musicians, game designers, you name it, within the community, highlight them, get their stuff out there. And then BADG is a collection. Use the mic. You have one right there.
BADG is the most awesome thing ever.
Yes, it stands for Bronies Australia Dicky Goose. And essentially what it is a collection of Australian artists who pretend that they draw art, but really just screw up the fandom in as many ways possible. Yes, as you can see by the case in point. So real quick, we're just going to go through and introduce everyone. At the far end. Yes. Flankcaster. So down at the end, that is What's a Pokemon? So go ahead, introduce.
He doesn't speak, he's a mute. Yeah.
If you've ever seen Rarity versus Giant Crab, he's the one who started it.
Hello.
That is his meme, his baby, his creation.
Yeah, I'm What's a Pokemon. I spend way too much time drawing things.
So would you like to explain how that started?
Oh, yeah. Well, the original picture was done by one of my favorite artists in the fandom called Onsoud. He drew a picture of a coconut crab, if you've ever seen them. They're about that big, and they can carry your luggage if they like you. They're on Christmas Island or Easter Island, one of those big islands that are really boring. But Rarity, as the crab came into Rarity's shop, Rarity was like, I don't want to help you, but you're a crab, so you came into my shop, so I'm going to help you. And threw it out of the store, dressed up in Applejack's dress, when she dressed up in the Slumber Party episode. And I just thought that was the funniest thing I've ever seen. So whenever somebody asked me, what should I draw, I said, Rarity fighting a giant crab. And somebody actually did at one point. It was a friend of mine who runs a Tumblr called Commander Pony. And he drew it, and I thought it was great. So I just commissioned more, and it became a thing. Some really cool people have drawn it, including this guy here. And including, yes, Formal, and TK, and Thylacor, and Inky.
So yeah, if you ever seen that meme, wonder where it started, blame him, whether you love it or hate it. Regardless, you will need to draw it and get it out there and going.
It is an open challenge to everyone.
Next to him is subject number 2394. And
hello.
I can guarantee you all of you have seen his art. It's been featured atop Equestria Daily multiple times. However, no one ever pays attention to artists' names. So I think if you describe your art, they'll know which ones.
My art is, I do a mix of comics and digital paintings.
Which one is your most famous?
Most famous, I would count famous by number of views it's had, would be a comic featuring the water being transferred to Cloudsdale, but the trajectory for it was done by Derpy, and so it heads off to Camelot instead and lands on Celestia while she's having lunch.
And then his other, my personal favorite though, which is the one I have to plug, is who here has read Background Pony? The Lyra fanfic? Yeah, the picture of Lyra in that weird ether land with the ball that's really realistic, digital art, incredibly well done, that was him. So, yeah.
Thank you.
Okay. Yeah, just let him in. Next to him is Pain God.
Yeah, g'day.
Who has accomplished nothing of importance in his life, so we're just going to move right along.
Yeah, pretty much.
This year is Braden Walsh. He wants to introduce himself.
What? Oh, I guess I have to. Braden Walsh! It has to be done that way. It's very specific. I was in a call with a stone guy, and that's how he insisted that I introduce myself everywhere. So that's how I do it. He wrote me a theme song and everything, and he was so high when he did it. It was the greatest thing on the planet. Like, I'm just sitting there in this call, and he's lighting up and all that. I probably shouldn't talk about that stuff in, a pony conference, but that's how it's done nowadays, apparently.
What, done you get high?
I'm not saying it doesn't help with art. What?
No, not you. Keep going.
But I'm Braden Walsh, as you might have heard before. I'm a vector artist. I do a little bit of digital painting, not so much. Yeah, probably most famous bit of work. Nothing towards those guys there, but I did one called Applejack Sads, which is a picture of Applejack sitting on a hill. And she's got her parents' constellations in the stars, and she's all like, "Oh no, I'm sad because my parents are dead."
What soft? She's soft.
Yeah, she's just soft. You know, you got to be hardcore to be an artist.
Hey, Scootaloo's parents have been dead since the beginning, and you don't see her crying about it.
There's no proof of that.
Maybe
It's
she
canon in here. This is all what counts.
maybe she cries at home with her sisters.
All right, and anyways, I'm Formal Riot. No one likes me. Next to me is TK.
Hello.
He does all the editing for the podcast, more commonly, and he does arts as well.
Yes, oh, hello. So a few mostly pencil artists. If anyone wants to grab that, you know, feel free, because I don't need it. And yeah, so mostly art I do, as Formal said, I do the editing for Flankcaster, which, you know, means I do pretty much all the work. No, just kidding. You're cool. You're cool. You're cool. And you're cool. Okay. And
Ship him.
and yes, they want to come in.
Yeah,
I think that door should be left open.
Well, so you're on door duty.
Okay, so, and really, nothing's really interesting about me. Rainbow Dash is best pony, and I'll just move it on to... Yes! Okay, I'll have you later.
Yeah.
And,
Next up is Thylacor.
I'm just an artist who dabbles in a lot of stuff. I mostly feature in pixel art, but I do traditional and digital art on my tablet. I don't really have any famous works. I'm more known as amongst friends and everything.
He's the moocher. There's always one. And
I
down
also
at
try working with collaborations and stuff.
yeah.
I thought I was the
And down
moocher.
at the end is Ink Blue.
I'm Ink Blue, as Formal just introduced. I just do work on the computer. I don't really have any famous works at all, but yeah.
I've had, okay, I'm going to stop you right there. I've had more people cite your OC as the greatest OC in existence than anyone else's.
Apparently my OC is the cutest OC. I also do most of the drawings for Flankcaster. So if you listen to them on YouTube, those are my drawings, unless they're hollow whispers. But yeah, they're mostly mine.
Okay, so from there, that's a basic rundown of who we have here, and I guess from there, we didn't plan this part. This was entirely impromptu. We decided we were going to invade this panel space and actually got through, so that's fantastic. So any questions?
Occupy PonyCon 2013.
Twice.
Yeah, all right, questions, fantastic. We're going to go straight up with the front, Team Rarity. Improv what? This entire thing is improv. So.
Was that the set?
Do we have any wrestling fans in the audience? Because you're about to see something.
Okay, now, I know we're not maybe liked, but...
outside! You and me, outside!
Flankcaster.
Victory by friendship.
All right, so anyone else have any questions who aren't holding projectiles? All right, back, black shirt, headphones.
That is the greatest thing we've ever made.
That is an official badge creation. That is DJ Cagecorn.
No, it's
Best princess.
It's Princess DJ Cagecorn, who is also a level 2 special guest at PonyCon, who apparently goes by the name of Gemma Lee for some reason.
Yeah, if you're all bored to tears and hate this panel, blame the Cagecorn.
It's basically a result.
Long story short, we all think we're artists, but we're all really lazy. Unless you have some stupid idea like this, and we'll have motivation like that.
Expect to see about 20 pictures of those start cycling the internet in about like 5 days.
Featured in.
You do,
Do it.
Mr. Formal, you are aware that MLP is going to accuse you of stealing Tracy off them. You understand that, right?
I don't care.
Fair enough.
Bring it on. All right, question in the back with the glasses. You've had your hand up this entire time.
Dash. Dash.
Go along
Spike.
the line.
Yeah, go along the line. So start off with what's
Hey, what?
best pony.
Best pony is Pinkie Pie.
Boo.
Best pony is Octavia.
Yay.
Yay, a couple little.
I still don't have one because they're all best pony, except Trisky.
Cop out.
I'm gonna cop hate for this, but it's got to go to Cadence. Princess Cadence, best pony.
See, now is when you throw the projectile. No, get out. I'll give it back to you.
Welcome to BADG, by the way.
You want what back?
All right. Anyways, the
She's a
New
classy
Long
lady.
GR, everyone answered incorrectly. The best pony is Scootaloo. Front, green shirt, purple hat. You're next, but first green shirt, purple hat.
Okay, I got a question. Like, when one of you said that would you grow up and then eventually when rates grew up the fandom somehow, what do you mean by that? Have you made pictures that somehow...
Does the word clop seem familiar to you?
Well, actually, we don't do that much of that in BADG,
No.
but we do make extremely stupid jokes like. Well,
Rare, like that.
this.
As I said before, the only one that really has leaked out from our group is the Rarity Fighting a Giant
Yeah,
Crab.
the rarity fighting a giant crab.
There was the
Flush
other
on
one.
head.
Okay.
Is anybody a fan of lasers?
On lasers, as lasers. If you know what lasers are, if you don't look it up.
I'm in BADG and I don't know what.
Yes, yes it is. Okay, go with badges on hat.
So we've got the DJ Cage Corn at one end of the table and Origin of Rarity Fighting Giant Crab at the other. Which do you think is better / more prevalent?
Who's this addressed to?
Everyone.
Okay.
I would say it's more interesting if we combine the two.
All right, I like this idea.
What's a
Inky,
Nicolas Cage?
you go on the back, start drawing
A giant
cage
crab
of corn.
being ridden
What's
by
the Pokemon?
Rarity.
It's your baby. Rarity fighting a giant crab. Each of you on the back of the board. By the end of this panel, we're gonna flip it around and we're gonna have everyone decide which one's better.
Formal. I'm gonna draw the crab. Okay. 'Cause
You're
it's-
trying-
Yeah, I'm gonna draw the crab.
Okay, so you're doing the
You're
crab?
stuck with this thing.
Fine, Watcha, you're doing the cage of corn then. So we'll give them 5 minutes and we'll see who wins. All right. Opine, because I know who you are. Yes, Brayden is a furry.
Brayden is the biggest furry here.
Braden's not actually a furry. He's this guy here, and he's a pretty cool guy. He doesn't mind furries, but he's just not a furry.
We love furries. He's just in denial. Furry. 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 Furry.
Problem with that question, that implies that people here who aren't furries.
All right. I saw there's another hand back there. Yeah. Alicorn Twilight.
One. I'm okay with it.
Alicorn Twilight, I think this is the answer that everyone on this panel has said, is great when it comes to, like, hey, now we can do so much more with this. The thing is, I said the exact same thing about King Sombra. And by the way, this is my message out to all of you. You all suck, because the people at Hasbro gave us a blank slate to do whatever we wanted with it with King Sombra. No backstory, no character, no anything, and nothing has come from it.
To be
At
fair,
all.
that was kind of what a lot of people said was kind of the point of him, is that he wasn't meant to be so detailed.
But that opens the doors for us, and no one has stepped up and done it.
He was for the fandom.
That was
You didn't look
Hasbro's
hard
gift
enough.
to us, King Sombra. Yes, that is exactly why he looked like a terrorist.
Also why we came up with only 1 main character.
Yeah.
So I love King Sombra.
Well, that and King Sombrero.
I actually personally think my head canon is Sombra, and apparently I should probably warn you all. According to Formal, I am actually the most offensive person on the planet. So
No, not even close, but that's whatever you helps you sleep at night.
All impossible, I felt that part
You did give me a bruise when you threw that water ball at me, so I'm leading with him right now.
I'm going to say he probably takes cake, but my head canon for Sombra is that basically he's just a meth head. Like, I can see that. See, he basically he went out for a while, no one heard from him, and he just comes back and he's all like, crystals, man. I need the crystals, and the ponies are made of crystal. Give him a break. He's going through rehab. He used them to make the crystal meth he was addicted to.
Name one drug lord that doesn't have slaves.
See, the thing is, he's been on DTs for over 1,000 years. Do you know what that does to a pony?
And I'm guessing that crystal meth is so illegal that the princesses have to stop it because it's illegal to smoke.
Oh no, they produce it, but you can read about that in my fanfic.
All right,
Turn
we're
off
going to
the,
go with
adult content
Pinkie
filter
Pie up front.
Not really a question, just saying about you guys with your terrible shipping and everything. Just anyone be careful when shipping with formal rights. Last time I did that, I nearly got banned from the Australian Marine forums.
Yeah, that was.
1 second.
Welcome to an average night on Flankcaster. Really, you should check out our podcast. It's bloody amazing.
Hey. Big Mac got you covered, bro.
That's pretty bad.
Before we continue, I'd like to just make a small request to you guys that we just not draw any more blood. We've drawn the required amount, and
I think this is the required amount.
We do need the host.
also hope we see you next year.
Yeah, no.
Yes.
You guys, you really
Yes,
Yes.
you did. It's okay, dude. I have a guy paying talk. Anyways, we didn't finish the worst.
As for getting back to that
glad we
question,
have one.
as for who's worst pony, I haven't actually thought about it, but just to piss most of the fans off, Rarity.
I'm very surprised that no one has said Twist. Does no one else think that Twist is worth pony?
Twist is too easy to hate, really.
Yeah, but that's why you can't even have a good reason to
I'm
hate
still
her.
good. Oh, wait, hold up. Sorry, we're going to stop the questions now because it's time to reveal the art, and you get to choose the winner and not attack the loser, please.
Oh, go see your first aid. See your first aid now.
You're in charge, buddy.
You've done it now. Brayden's hosting now. Brayden, the far is hosting.
We're working on
You've
it.
done it.
I left for 5 minutes and there is blood
Okay, before we go on with-
everywhere.
Before we go on. Okay, guys, before we go on with any questions, I'd like to just say a
That's
few
actually
things.
too much
Please stop
blood.
attacking us. We only accounted for so much blood to spill. I said, please stop.
That's not going back.
And we might be hiring a new host. No, it's good. All right. Next question. Yes. It's good. We got this.
Wait, voting.
Voting. All right. All right. Okay. On.
I reckon we might have a hands up for this.
Okay. On the right side. We have a
In
freak
the
of
blue
nature.
corner.
We have Princess Cageacorn. All right, so hands up if you think Princess Cageacorn wins. Okay. Incidentally, we have the left side of the room. What?
This is greatest panel ever.
And he's back.
As it stands, I am a huge Andrew WK fan, so if anyone gets what that is, if not, it's okay.
Just to make this fair, hands up for the Rarity.
So is it Rarity?
I think it's pretty decided.
Okay, yeah.
We
I
didn't
believe
actually count, so
we didn't actually count. We're gonna do it by cheers, because cheering is more fun and less work for me.
So you can make more noise.
So first up, everyone get
Without
as loud as
killing us.
possible for the Nicholas DJ Cageacorn Princess.
Okay, what about rarity versus a giant crab? Okay, how about the bee?
I'm gonna. Crab wins. All right, let's more questions, please. Anyone? Yes, hand up now. Go. No more throwing things.
As soon as we already get George W. onto this panel, yes. Until then, no. They smell.
Okay.
All right, yeah, in the back with the Twilight necklace, whose name I know, but I'm not saying because you don't. A gif of what? Was anyone recording it? Yes! All right, I want to see that online.
It's one of the few technical tools I do have gifting, so yes. As soon as
We
I'm
will
back in
see if
Australia.
you said, okay. Yeah, all right, back to questions, back, red hair. Yes. Yes, but not yet, like, wait until.
The entire room will hug you. Yes, we will all have a
We'll do that, don't worry.
Oh no, that's how we roll. You've just earned respect, man.
Yeah, are you? It's not going to do anything. I think this panel just turned into like ask questions about the guy who's bleeding everywhere.
Panel success.
Awesome. All right, Glass.
Another day in badge.
Worst injury. I think Braden should take this one.
I should probably start this off by saying I went to a rough high school over in WA.
Right, yes, sure, rough.
Yes, I've been stabbed about 4 times. 3 of them not so major. One of them I lost feeling in my arm for a small time. I bled out everywhere and passed out. And the teachers were all just like, oh, we should do something about this. What? I got stabbed by, I think it was a pair of scissors. I wasn't really paying attention to the details on what was in my back at the time, but it was just below the shoulder plate there. It hurt like a mofo. Also, I have a wonderful scar on my hand. That one didn't hurt, but that got rid of 2 nerves in my hand.
Okay, have a seat, please. All right, now remember, we actually have 2, maybe 4 prominent artists here, so there is legit artists down at the end. All right, anyways, flannel shirt behind Rainbow Dash, you're next, don't worry. Yeah, okay, we throw up an episode once every other week. We have our own website, www.flankcaster.com. Also, I am obliged to promote our sort of affiliated site, which is the BAU forums, where we do get featured on there as well. Yes, okay, anyways, I said Rainbow Dash shirt. Next?
Just a minute, wait. If anybody's bid on the lunar
Me?
poster in the auction and won that, can you please do that?
No, I actually got attacked. I'm not sure you were in here when that happened. I was attacked. This is real blood. And I'm not making that up.
You'll see the GIF on the website later on.
All right, yeah.
We go the extra mile to bring you entertainment.
I'm actually going to go ahead and ask an art-related question now, somewhat. I'm so sorry, but keeping with the theme I guess we've taken, grimdark art. First of all, who here actually follows grimdark at all? So this is a little bit directed. Subject, what is your favorite grimdark pieces and favorite grimdark piece you've done?
I haven't done much in terms of grimdark myself, but I do know of one grimdark blog which is very, very colourful. Surprisingly, it's very. I follow it for the art, which I'm not even sure if I'm allowed to actually promote. Grimdark.
Yeah, okay, that was probably a horrible question, and I'm sorry.
But I will say that there are very artistically good blogs out there which I do follow, but I don't actually do any myself.
So it's your the fic that shall not be named, that kind of blog?
It's not a fic, it's a blog.
Well, yeah, I keep referring
The
to
fic that shall not be
the
named.
ultimate in
That-
Grimdark.
That fic.
It cannot be
That
named.
fic.
I have not read that.
Oh, you have
Don't.
You want to talk Grimdark? Take the microphone.
I have only done one Grimdark piece myself, but the main one I follow is on Tumblr called Human Maker Lyra. You can probably imagine what that's about. But if you don't want to, then don't. Yeah. Yeah. I'm a bad person.
Okay, back to the actual questions from real people. Mustachio, t-shirt, glasses. Yes, you Kiwi. I won't, but I think someone wants to. Anyone want to sing a song?
Just a health warning. If you have sensitive ears, I recommend you leave the room.
We also recommend joining in.
Also feel like joining in if you sing the song you know.
My name is Pinkie Pie,
And I am here to say,
I'm
gonna make you smile and I will brighten up your day. It doesn't matter now
What's the matter?
if you are sad or blue. Cheering up my friends is just what Pinkie's here to do. 'Cause I love to make you smile, smile, smile. Yes, I do. My heart is sunshine all the while. Yes, it does. 'Cause all I really need is a smile, smile, smile from these happy friends of mine. To me, you grin. Hello. I love to see you beam. The corners of your mouth turned up is always Pinkie's dream. You kind of worry, and your face is made of frowns. I'll work hard and do my best to turn that sad frown upside down.
Everyone, louder!
We're dedicated fans.
Sing. Yes, I do.
That is not the Smile song.
It was a Smile song.
I also enjoy Rammstein.
We're gonna cheat and have the Smile song played to us because we don't actually know the lyrics, but that was some dubstep stuff going on. Whoa, 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 smile. All right,
All right, backup plan. What do
Were you trying to say something?
What?
The title of the song was I'm a Moron, and he puts it in front of me and asks me to sing it. Any other questions? Yes, but okay, Sally has asked so many questions. I think he gets one more. One more. Okay.
They stole our song.
Yes. Okay. Hold up. We sang it first. All right. Now, the question was: is there any sort of drawing or scene that you've wanted to do but couldn't? I want to start off with what's. We're going to go through all the artists because this is a fantastic question.
Any sort of scene or specific drawing?
There's a microphone in front of you.
Yes, there is a microphone in front of me, evidently. Specific scene or drawing. I've always wanted to be able to draw backgrounds. Ever since I was little, I've been drawing things, and I thought, that's cool. What can I put in all this empty white space? One day, I will draw a background, and it will be good. One day.
I had an idea for a comic which featured sort of an inception, waking up and then suddenly being in a nightmare and waking up again. But I drew I drew one of the frames about 6 or 7 times, and I could not get it to look right no matter what I did. So I scrapped the idea and did something else. And I wish I could have drawn it though, but no.
I don't draw, so I'd like to draw something. That's about it.
I once tried shipping Rarity and the Giant Crab. I honestly tried my best. Illustrator crashed on me too many times, and I took that more as a warning than anything else.
I was one.
There's some not safe for work stuff which you can imagine would be very hard to draw on a crab. And is incredibly hard to research when your parents are behind you.
I'm just gonna say I was one time asked to ship someone's OC with any character from the show, and I chose the old mayor from Sleepless in Ponyville. That never got finished, and I am very happy for that. It involved a Microsoft Paint and the touchpad and the spray tool and nothing else.
Only pros.
If you're interested, though.
I think only pros use Paint. Nothing else. We all do it in Paint because we are that pro.
Okay.
All of them.
Okay. I'm kind of.
Yeah, just
All right. Okay. I'm talking. Okay. I always want to do like a comic, an MLP fan comic, an actual fan comic with thinking something political thriller-ish, like political thriller comic. Yeah, that's what I want to do.
With me, pretty much everything I've tried to do never turns out how I intend, so I could decide to start out with a simple picture and it turns into a really long animation, or an animation and turns into a single picture. One thing though would be comics, because I've never had the motivation to actually continue them.
Okay. There was one comic that I got commissioned to do about a year ago, and it was actually about PonyCon. It was because we were going to take a bus from Adelaide to here. It was someone's OC walking on the bus shouting, "Octavia is best pony," and then 3 days later, the burning bus rolling into PonyCon. Because no one can really figure out who is best pony, although it's obviously Luna.
It's definitely not.
How you say Octavia?
It's definitely not the. Okay.
I'm sorry. So, you mean
I just
YOLO.
gotta mention
You obviously
quickly,
love Octavia.
we're famous, we need to get a photo taken, we'll be back soon.
Yeah.
Also, if anyone...
Everyone who's from SA, there
Yeah.
is a photo being taken right now, and so this is your one chance to leave and not have us mad at you.
So come with me.
Oh, you're the changeling!
Hey.
Oh, crap! Really? I know you.
Everyone look up Tetrahelix, the changeling, because he is a legend. Okay, you, Tolly.
No.
I think this is, Brayden.
Well, I got a quick one. This goes back to the most heaviest injury we had. Turns out dogs' teeth are really good against noses.
Brayden. This is your time to shine. There is a story.
No.
Do it.
It's too horrible. I'm gonna give you. I'll try and basically cut out the parts that you really don't want to hear. I warn you now. I am very sorry about what I'm about to say. It was. I probably should.
Just for the people who want to hear it.
There was an incident with a dog. One of us walked away. It involved an explosion, and that is all you're hearing.
The dog was okay.
The operative word being walked.
Okay, any other questions? We'll add another hint. There was a deodorant can.
What?
Everyone, this is Lucas. He's working at PonyCon. He is also a member of BADG, so you can blame him for this and the failure that has happened here. All right, anyways, yeah, there we go, question time. Anyone, questions? You really have no questions? All right, well, I'll ask questions then. Oh, you have a question? All right, go.
It's either that or blow. I don't know how to do that.
We lowered our standards when we let you in the group.
Yeah. All right, also, because there's another spot open, yeah, Hummingway, if you're out there, you're on. All right, everyone, this is Hummingway. He's another artist. He has a Tumblr blog as well, which you should follow, which is As Hummingway. Also, play against him in TF2, and you will lose.
And apparently, apparently he's the most sexy.
Sit down, you two. You're done.
Yeah, now his voice will blow your mind because it is the definition of. No, this is Falcor.
He was up here like 5 minutes ago.
Okay. Anyways, yeah, Hummingway, you need to tell us your favorite poem. Yeah, no, over the mic. You know the one.
Oh wait, it does work.
I got no idea.
I think you're just shy. Don't.
I got no idea what you're talking about. You guys have done this to us. We are actually physically scared to say which pony is, our favorite and our least favorite.
Yeah, I think.
We should avoid that question.
Yeah, no more asking about favorite or least favorite ponies for the rest of the convention.
Unless we have riot shields.
Yeah, that was amazing. Okay. My second favorite?
I like Fluttershy.
Is that guy who jumped me
Could I
here
voice-
still?
Could I voice my
I think he got
favorite pony?
excellent.
Yeah,
No, I don't mean excellent. He got kicked out. Oh, now I feel bad.
Okay.
No, second favorite pony is by far. I'm gonna go with Octavia.
Princess DJ Cagecorn is best pony. Yeah!
Yes.
Didn't get stuff thrown at me. That means everyone agrees with me.
All right.
Shush.
Yeah. Was that a question? Wait. No. Okay. There's a question there over there in the ghillie suit.
We actually have a lot of protection. If you meet us in our hotel rooms after 8, you'll find out how much protection we have. Also, I would prefer if you take off your mask when you said that. I want to know who's going to be using the protection and what flavors do you like?
Why was not invited?
That. I need to get some of the protection off him first. Yes.
What did I...
Look how furry that guy is.
Okay. Do you want to? Do people? That is.
PG here, guys. PG, guys. Come on,
Yeah.
keep it PG.
Well, we're keeping this Pete.
Having cuddles was formal right.
Fine, M.
Yeah.
Are you sure we can't recite the fan fiction?
Yeah. Okay.
Because if
and
we
who
do,
here-
if we do, Lily will probably beat us up.
Yeah. We're not going to go down that road. Oh, I'm going to say this. You know, Multifish.
Oh, she's
the
out.
person.
She's out there. We can
She's-
recite
oh,
it.
we can?
We can. We can tell them about the
Ooh.
fan fiction.
In saying this,
The
though,
fan fiction.
in saying this, though, all the stuff that we aren't currently telling you, you can actually hear it, no additional cost on flankcaster.com.
Yes, this is what this podcast is like. It's amazing.
Australia's
no,
number
but
one
I'm going
podcast.
to cut you off there. I'm just going to say this. You know Multifish, the person who ran the auction. He's a really nice guy. You can go up to him, talk to him. Fantastic.
Don't hit him.
Ask him about. Yeah, don't hit him. His favorite pony is Pinkie Pie. He has no problems with Pinkie Pie. Like, don't worry about that.
It's one of them.
Don't tell them that. This group loves Pinkie. No, the thing is, ask him about his fanfic at his last auction that he read aloud that almost got him kicked out of the state.
It wasn't his last auction. Just ask him about the fan fiction with the broken roof, and he'll know what you're talking
Exploding
about.
Pony Toast and Formal Riot, and there was a
And-
war
and
and some back massages.
No,
and
it was a tail massage.
it was a tail. Oh, it started off with a tail massage. I'm not sure what that is, but it's very sensual. All right, questions. Applejack Pillow. Which pony?
Best pony!
Apple pony?
I prefer
Any
bananas.
apples?
Apple Pony is best pony.
100%.
You guys are doing well. No one's hit yet. Yeah,
banana
Applejack is best
databases.
pony.
All right, I want down there.
That's an
Oh.
interesting
think-
question.
Probably stuff we've written.
I think actually there was this fanfic with Pinkie Pie and Nicolas Cage had a baby and then they killed each other and went to hell and had more sex.
No, what? No, okay. Worst fanfic I've ever read. It's up there with probably that Rainbow Dash Scootaloo's helmet one. That one was pretty bad based on the premise alone. But I have to think real hard here. Spider Sis was.
Spices was meant to be bad. I'd say Rainbow Factory because it was so boring and bland and just nothing happened. It was bad for the absence of good.
No.
As for the other ones, the fanfiction that shall not be named. It's worse than Cupcakes, worse than Sweet Apple Massacre, worse than any of those.
Yeah, no, that fanfic was bad. Actually, I'm gonna go back. So pretty much, you're not gonna have a terrible fanfic unless it's grimdark. Like that's the first thing. I'm sorry if that's a taboo subject, but there was one, I forget what it's called, but it involved everyone beating up and killing Scootaloo. There's that one, but then there was a sequel where Scootaloo and the CMC came back and just wreaked havoc on Ponyville, and apparently you're only allowed to read this fic while listening to death metal because it just makes it more awesome. That fic.
I need to find this. The Scootaloo killing fic was awesome.
Yeah, no, I'm talking about the sequel where she comes back and kills everyone.
Yeah, I need to find that now.
Yeah, I'll link you after. If anyone wants to do. All right, you two have had your hands up, so we're gonna go there, then back there. First green shirt, purple hat.
Okay. This guy, if your name is brainwash, do you have to believe it's brainwash, or if not, do you want to believe it's brainwash?
I'm not sure what's worse. The fact that you got my name wrong for a start. Just not ripping in, nothing personal. Everyone gets my name wrong. But the second thing I find pretty bad is the fact that that's not the first time I've actually been asked that. What if you can?
I'm fine with that.
Anything you want.
Just so I can correct you, it's Braden the Furry Wash. That's his
It's
name.
Braden the Not Furry. Look me up on Skype. I'm single. No, I don't have the power to brainwash. I wish I did.
What would you do if you had that power?
Because you've got a dirty mind.
If I had the power to brainwash people, I would sell them my commissions again and again, and I don't even need to turn around and say, I hate you, Thyla. I hate your guts. Do you want me to explain the furry joke, or is it just...
Please.
Okay.
It's not obvious? What?
It's not, okay, the joke is his ears.
About a year ago, I came in because we have the BADG group has this big call that's pretty much always on. It's like a Skype call. It's really awesome. And I came into the call one day, and they're all like talking about art and stuff, which was actually rare. And so I come into the call, I'm just like, hey guys, you'll never believe what? And they're just like, what? Did I guess correctly? I'm just like, no. I got to use brain control cat ears today, and I'm going to get a set. And after that, they're all just like, so you're a furry? I'm just like, no, I'm not a, what? And what is a furry? And they're all just like, here, we shall show you what a furry is. We will send you to the definition. And I'm pretty sure the site they sent me was this yif.com or something like that. And they're all just like, hey, so that's a furry. I'm just like, I am not a furry. So they sent me a few more links, and they're all just like, yes, actually, this is a furry. We're playing a prank on you. Sort of died down after that. Then one day I come home. I came home from Comic-Con in WA. Anyone who went there? Represent!
All two of you.
It was kind of cool, but it got boring. I got these there, so I come home that day. I'm just like, hey guys, you'll never guess what I got. They're like, what'd you get? And I said, I got ears. They're like, so do we all. Like, the rest of us have as well. They work pretty well. And I went, no, these are brain controlled. And they're like, yeah, so are ours. One of them said, mine are actually controlled by a computer. I was freaked out. But so are these, because they're brain controlled, and that's what I explained to them. I haven't stopped copying crap since.
He hasn't taken them off this entire time.
I went to sleep in my hotel with these on. They are that awesome, but I'm not a furry.
All right. Beard and alligator shirt, is that? Yes. Sorry, just...
Yes? There's one person that I know of in Australia that sells them. She's Miss Pixie. She goes to Supernova Comic-Con. I'm not sure if you guys have Wacon here. I'm from WA. We're like a little bogan state off the side. We have dirt and shit. Not that I said that. We have dirt. We have red dirt. It's very nice red dirt. You can play in it. Yes.
Again, I'd like to remind people, we do have real artists here down at the end of the table not saying anything.
You should ask art questions to these two and some of us.
How many artist panels have there been so far, just out of curiosity? 1. 2, 3? Okay, so we're the 4th. Awesome. All right, I saw a hand up back there.
was that?
Eurosky. Eurosky online, that's where you can buy them.
Eurosky? Eurosky, Ron.
Who is worst pony? Is probably the one I do not want to hear ever again in my life. We're not going down that road again. There are no repeats on the Flankcaster panel.
For me personally, I think the worst question I want to get told right now is, do you want to get mugged? I'm in a different state. I've come here on $4. So for all the people who complain about the cost, I had $4 to get here and back.
Okay, I'm going to take that and we're going to run with it for the actual artists of here. What is the worst commission that anyone has asked you to do? What's up? I'm looking at you.
Do you think you have a specific one?
No, but I'm sure you've gotten some weird ones.
You get asked so many.
Okay. The weirdest one I've ever been asked to do was, how not safe for work can we get?
As long as, just be vague.
Okay.
Just be gentle on the descriptive language.
Okay. Who has, okay. I occasionally do not safe for work stuff, right? And somebody found that out and must have found me and sent me a note asking for a commission. Has anybody heard of unbirthing?
And okay, we're going to stop that right there. Subject, same question to you.
I have never been asked to draw anything that I considered weird. Ever. I'm very surprised.
Okay. All right. and
Would
then
you
I
like
guess-
to?
Can we fix that right now?
What? Yeah. Well, what about you?
Me?
Yeah. What is the weirdest thing you've been asked to draw?
Anything, because anyone who asks me to draw something is obviously out of their mind.
Okay.
I'm still trying, but...
I can say the oddest request that I've seen you do was involves an OC, Spider-Man, and Batman. It was a safe for work request. It didn't.
Very not safe for work.
The result wasn't.
Anyways, any more questions?
Oh.
I could have gotten mine.
Okay. Oh yeah, yours. Go ahead. Sorry.
Weirdest. Oh, sorry,
Yeah.
I cut you off there.
You go first.
I'm just a dick like that.
No.
You're a furry dick.
Not a furry. I have had two accounts that I used to do my art under. One of their names you will never know. This is basically where my money comes in. I got a $150 paintball mask. I was just like, oh, I really want that paintball mask. I need money. So I did some not safe for work commissions for that. And there was one with Big Mac standing on the ground, but his legs weren't there. Use your imagination.
SA people, go, 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 picture time.
That's how he earned his name.
Also, once again, the SA picture, they're trying it again. Apparently it didn't happen last time, but they're going to try another South Australia picture. This is what I'm being told. If you don't want to bother, I don't blame you. We're more fun.
I'll just give mine first.
Yep.
Probably the strangest thing I've done is New Year's Eve, of course, I get drunk a bit, and of course I go on this call, and I started taking any request possible. 10-minute sketches, I did nothing, no holds barred. There were a lot of strange requests. Fat Lyra and Bon shipping.
It's not that weird.
Send me an email when next time you're drunk taking those sorts of requests, because I have a rather really weird one.
Is it something you want to say out loud?
Come on.
It all depends. No one hold me against this from saying this. I want to see a artist's impression of the plot thing. Dicks everywhere interlude the elements of force.
Okay, well, I was going to suggest someone draw that, like, right now, but I think we might skip that. Okay, next question. Yeah. Yes, a good question.
An odd question.
A real question. Everyone, give him a round of applause.
Yeah. Yay, Harry.
Start at the end and work our way down.
What got us into Pony in the first place, or just
Or art. What got you into art?
Oh, okay. My friends in school just liked art, and they were super good, and I wanted to join in. I wanted to fit in with the cool kids. When I started to start drawing Pony, well, I used to draw Pokemon, and I started watching a show called My Little Pony, and I thought, let's draw that. Not that exciting. I'm sure his is more exciting.
Not really. I come from a fairly artistic family. My father used to be a commercial artist. My brother does a lot of art. He's going into a very creative industry. But I could never really get into art. I draw from time to time, every couple of months, every couple of years, I'd draw a picture or two, simply because everyone else was. But it wasn't until I started watching ponies that I had something that I could lock onto and draw. And I was actually kind of happy with the results that I was getting out of it and wanted to keep going with it. And so now I'm still drawing, and I'm actually enjoying drawing for once.
Can I just say something about you and getting into it? Recently, I had a chance to meet, some of his friends back during his birthday party, and I may have accidentally outed him as a brony. My bad. When I started discussing his art, how many followers do you have on DeviantArt?
Last count, I have 3,345.
Okay, it's a good number. So we were talking about that, and he winds up showing his picture, and the first thing that is said to him is like, "Wow, your art sucked in high school." So
Yes.
he is getting the most improved badge.
Absolutely sucked.
Yeah, I believe him.
When I was younger, the thing that got me into art was I was living in Taiwan and people used to beat me till I drew. No, the thing that sort of got me into art was I ran out of hobbies. And I was sort of sitting there one day just like, some people can really draw. I can't. I should go to these people who can draw and they should teach me because I'm awesome like that and I deserve to be taught to draw. And as a result, I learnt to draw like that. Always, if you have someone who's like a good drawer or something, make sure you talk to them about how they do it. Get them to critique your work. Best thing you'll ever do. But unless they're not a nice person, then they'll give you bad stuff. But the thing that really got me into pony drawing was just, I watched the show and I was all just like, hey, that doesn't look too hard to draw, like most people say. I can totally draw that, like some people say. Then you draw it. And then it doesn't work because your ponies just look long and weird and demented and stuff. And you're just like, I can do this better. So for me, the thing that got me really into drawing ponies was the fact that I couldn't at first and I just tried to prove to myself that I could. And then I got into vectoring and it becomes a lot easier because you kind of trace a bit.
Just real quick, like how I got into art, one word, alcohol.
That was a major factor for my story as well.
Oh, it's me. Hey. Hello. So, art, I didn't fit in with the cool kids. So, really, art's kind of, I just draw to pass the time. And, I know. And
hug it out.
Anyway, so I started drawing ducks when I was like 6. I still can't draw ducks. Don't ask me to draw a duck. And
draw a duck on the board now. No, draw duck.
Do you want to answer?
No, I'll answer the question while he's drawing a duck. Well, let's all watch him doing a duck instead of answering questions. Yeah! That certainly is a duck. Yeah, work of art there. Well, how I got into art was actually like jealousy and like being, why can't I draw this? I demand to draw this. And well, I was actually reading a webcomic and I was thinking, maybe I could do this one day. And that was the thing, the one sentence that, oh God, I can't even do it today. I'm still just, the main thing I'm doing right now is working on Tumblr and asking like good artists such as people over there how to do good art. And I suppose the one tip that I get every time is practice. And am I forgetting something?
No, practice.
Oh, yeah.
practice, yeah. And ask for like,
And alcohol.
And alcohol, and don't be shy to ask for advice. Like everyone was a beginner at some point, at some stage. So
I think when
ask advice, practice, ask advice, practice, ask advice, advice.
I actually got a quick question for everyone on the panel here, because when I was actually learning to draw and stuff, I must have drawn at least, I don't know, probably about 1,000 ponies.
They were all terrible.
Yeah, they were all terrible, and that's the thing. I must have drawn about 1,000 ponies before I drew one that looked right, and I was just like, it's beautiful. I think I almost cried that day. But yeah, how many ponies do you reckon you guys have drawn all up, and how many before you actually got it to look good?
Too many.
On a bad day, I draw about 2 per day. I think my top is 46. So if you average that out, probably about 5, 6 per day over 1.5, just over a little bit over a year.
46 ponies in one day.
Yes, during a live stream. It was an 8-hour live stream, you say?
Oh, it was a live stream, okay.
Yeah, so I didn't
Hope you use protection.
So what's 1 year times by 5? 2,000.
A lot of ponies.
About 2,000.
He has drawn the population of Ponyville.
Way more than that.
And then some.
5 dozen ponies copy-pasted.
Exactly.
They have feelings too. All right.
I have a question. What's your opinion on Alicorn?
Oh, Alicorn.
Hate him.
Oh,
no Alicorns.
We
No
have a
Alicorn
fun
OCs.
game we like to play in the BADG Skype call called Find the Worst Alicorn OC. This is an actual game. We just go to DeviantArt, and it becomes, in 5 minutes, we stop. And I'm so sorry to everyone here who has an Alicorn OC. It's lovely.
I can
We
point out
love your Alicorn OCs. Don't send them to us.
I can point out a good Alicorn OC.
Yeah, there is one good Alicorn OC.
The only good one.
Yes. There is one Alicorn OC in particular, which we've kind of adopted as a mascot besides that one. I think that one's kicking it out. But there was one called Epona the Alicorn. She doesn't have Celestia's mane, except it's Celestia's mane. She doesn't have Rainbow Dash's tail, except it's Rainbow Dash's tail. What
And it
color?
totally wasn't clearly made in Ponymaker.
It was. It says in the DeviantArt page, not made in Ponymaker, with the Ponymaker like trademark or whatever thing in the corner.
Oh yeah, guys, quick tip. Otherwise, if you're looking to draw ponies and stuff, and get good like those guys, avoid Ponymaker. Avoid it. Do not post Ponymaker anything. Use it for making a concept, maybe.
Certainly not the anatomy.
And never buy an OC off DeviantArt. That's a scam. Trust me, I've been ripped off one too many times.
If I could play devil's advocate for the Alicorn OCs, I will say that I don't care if you make an Alicorn OC, but don't expect me to be interested in it in the least. I find more interesting
All right.
characters when they're not all powerful.
Enough ripping on Alicorn OCs. I think question in the back.
Going on your rant about Alicorn OCs, do you think that pony creators should have it so that you only have
No, because looking up bad Alicorn OCs on DeviantArt is entertainment for an entire night. If anything, it should be encouraged.
Fun for the whole family.
All right. Well, I guess we'll do our usual one too.
Who would win? An Alicorn, a powerful, overpowered Alicorn OC, or some overpowered recolor of Sonic or Shadow?
All right. I think that's Pain God's question.
I've had a little accident with my pen. Ink blue is now ink black, so I'm gonna go wash up.
We cannot keep liquids in one place on this panel. Anyway, so
This is why we use pencils.
Yeah, Pain God. That question was for you.
So, overpowered Alicorn OC versus a recolor of Sonic. Was that the question?
Wait, is the question which is worse or which would
Which
win?
wins? No, it's a question which
I'd tell you who would lose: the entire planet, because in the course of their battle, it would
Whoever
explode,
wins,
be recreated,
we
and explode
lose.
again. You know that would happen.
Or they're shipped.
Cage Corn would win, yes.
If we ship them and write a fanfic about it, obviously PG, shipping, fanfic, they're each related to both Twilight and Discord and Celestia. They were human once, they have dragon blood. We gotta get all of the,
Check all the
checks
boxes.
off the marks. And to make it a little bit different, they're into otaku. All right, yeah, question there.
Okay, regarding Alicorn still, sorry about that, but with the pony creator, what is the worst, absolutely worst pony that you've seen from pony creator?
The one that I made.
Yeah, we tried.
Have you ever clicked the random button?
It's hard, like, as soon as you go on DeviantArt, one day and then you go on another day, it's hard to choose.
There have been so, like,
Every day just shreds away at your humanity.
I love this fandom for that reason alone. Now, in all honesty, I have to defend the people using the Pony Creator because at least they're trying and at least they're using their creative mind power. So you know what? Good on them. They're brave enough to put that self out there. I know I'm not.
It is handy for people who have an idea but can't draw. I've used it for a couple of mine. It also helps with colors because I have troubles with it, although they've all been eye-burning. You guys have seen DJ from the RP stuff, right? Eye-burning colors. I make apologies for that constantly.
Pony Creator is useful because it's good for getting your OC off the ground, like designing it and getting a color scheme for someone to draw. But don't fall. It's don't use it as a writing.
It can be very
platform.
good to create a reference sheet.
Yeah.
I find.
All right. Any more questions?
This
Yes.
panel brought to you by
No, there's a question back there from someone who hasn't asked one yet. So sorry, but all right. All right.
The internet cannot contain that amount of swag. It's been physically proven.
Just a little hindsight. Azza is a Western Australian brony who would
Sadly, he's
we
not
do
here today.
censor our show, and because people don't want to do like a beep test ever again once they finish high school, he's not going to be on. We want to keep it as PG-13, PG as possible.
If we do an After Dark special, maybe. Although, to be honest, most of our shows are After Dark specials, technically.
All right. Again. Yeah, probably.
We've already done that.
Season 3 was okay.
Questions about how bad
season
any
3
parts
was
of the
awesome.
show is. We've been hit enough today.
You have not asked a question yet. Series of pictures for fanfics. I think the ones down at the end actually have done that. Yeah, subject. I know you've done pictures for fanfics.
Wait, a series of pictures of one fan fiction, or just I've done individual pictures for various fan fictions. I've never done a series of pictures, but I have been requested to do a series of pictures for a fan fiction once the fan fiction starts gets going a bit more.
Who's that? Anthony. Okay, yeah, there's one person in BADG who actually has done that. People in BADG have done that. He did a collection of OCs for a Ghostbuster fanfic. And it was a great concept, you know, Pony Ghostbusters, all original characters. Problem was, out of 8 characters, 4 of them were alicorns. So it was nearly perfect, nearly fantastic. I am going to have to go with blue hair, ears, and horn because you have not asked a question yet.
Jade Shine.
Jade Shine.
Jade Shine.
Jade Shine.
Jade Shine.
I can tell you the worst. When I first joined BADG, I had the most terrible OC. It's literally the black.
The worst is an alicorn.
It was bad.
It was a black and red
I feel
alicorn.
ashamed for even mentioning this.
It was a black and red alicorn, and he joined the chat.
It was black and gold, and oh
Black and
God.
gold, sorry. It was black and gold alicorn. He comes in, he's like, hey guys, what do you think of this? And everyone said it was terrible in the nicest possible way.
Oh, no,
wasn't
it was
that
probably,
nice?
Braden just, like, everyone was trying to be like, you should probably change it, and Braden was just like, it's fucking bad.
Okay!
I like Jade Shine.
Go give Jade a hug.
I'm partial to formal ride myself.
Yeah! Okay, yes, very much so. I will be a world famous artist.
With that question, I would like to go as far as I could with art because it's all arty and pretty and stuff. But at the same time, I don't want to stick to just ponies. Simply because it's all good that you can draw a pony and stuff, but you've also got to be able to draw other stuff. A person who can draw anything is just amazing, but a person who can just stick to one thing, that person really needs to try and be a bit more creative with their bounds and stuff. In saying that, all those people who only draw pony, good on you.
I'm actually TK. You answered this one.
Yes. So the question was, sorry, what was it?
Career out of art.
Oh, career out of art. Yes. I think it should be encouraged more. But you know, you've got to be creative about it, because really, this is my personal opinion. In any career you choose, there's an opportunity to kind of inject a little bit of creativity in it, and it just makes work so much more fun. So, you know, in whatever you do, try to put some art into it. And, yeah.
I've got a point about that. We're quite lucky with the Pony fandom that we don't necessarily... there's a ponified version of everything. So it's not like locked up like the, let's say the Doctor Who fandom and drawing Doctor Who, that's all you can do.
I disagree.
Anyways, unfortunately, it is time for us to leave.
Oh, okay.
We got to say that this panel is too awesome, and they want us to go out there and help them with the singing, because apparently they really need it.
We're just going to leave blood on the desk.
Yes. Flankcaster.com is what you want to go and look us up.
One or two C's?
It is written. It was written on the board, but FLAN.
Flankcaster.
There it is. Yep. Flankcat. Look at that bookmark. I'm just put on your glasses. That's who we are. We are Flankcaster. We are also BADG, the Bronies Australian artist group. If you want to find them, go to the Bronies Australia forum and make an art request, and we will see it. As for Flankcaster, flankcaster.com. Really easy to find. Please tune in, listen. We do respond to all sorts of mail, and you'll get shout-outs, and we'll love you forever.
There's also YouTube and Twitter and Facebook, where all over the internet. So.
That social media thing, we got it down.
We're just leaving like ink and blood on the desk. People are going to be wondering what's happening.
People are going to know we made our mark. Thank you all very much. Enjoy
Love
the rest
you
of
all.
PonyCon.